BookTube, this is the Anything But Books tag. I'm Jen and I talk about audiobooks normally, but today I'm going to talk about the Anything But Books tag. I was tagged by Steve Donahue, and so look down in the box and you'll find a link to him and also to the tag's creator. Question 1, name a cartoon that you love. I love Roadrunner. I love Roadrunner, and Wile E. Coyote just makes me laugh. There was one time that I thought this is forever going to be my favorite cartoon because Wile E. Coyote, of course, he's always trying to catch the Roadrunner. And he had that big Acme box. It had a huge, like a slingshot with a rubber band, and I thought he was going to go flying and then off the cliff, and he went like this. I was gonna die laughing. Oh, I love that. So that's my favorite cartoon to watch. I used to watch it on Saturday mornings. Thoroughly enjoyed it. What is your favorite song right now? I don't really have a favorite song, to be honest. I listened to the soundtrack from Moana. Steve also said this in his What could you do for hours that isn't reading? I can sew. I could sew for hours. If my back could take it, I would sew 24/7 or sit on Pinterest and look at things that I want to make and sew. I love to create things, and I've been sewing since I was about 10 years old. I made my own clothes. I made my kids' clothes. I made bridal gowns, wedding gowns. I had a business for a short time where I did custom wedding gowns, and just all other kinds of crafts too. But mostly when I say I sew, I don't mean I make crafts. I sew clothing, so I love to do that. I could do it for hours and hours and hours. What is something you love to do that your followers would be surprised by? I love to lead worship at church. I have been doing that since I was in my late teens, early 20s, and that is where I connect with God. So one of my favorite things to do is to be on a team of people leading the song service. That's where I connect with God. I just love it. I love being a part of a team. I have not mind leading. When I say leading worship, I mean, being a part of the group on stage that leads worship. And I say that because, one of my greatest dreams was to be a backup singer. I never wanted to be the star. I always wanted to be the backup singer because they got to dance and they also got to do all the great harmonies. And I thought that was the best part. I've been singing since I was really young, so yeah. What is your favorite unnecessarily specific thing to learn about? Quantum physics, quantum theory, quantum mechanics, all of that stuff fascinates me. Albert Einstein fascinates me. Brian Greene fascinates me. All these guys that talk about physics, the Large Hadron Collider, the string theory, loop theory, all of it. The multiverse, it all fascinates me because it's so theoretical and yet it is so possible. And learning about that kind of thing just makes me amazed at how these brilliant minds came up with the theories that they have simply by just sitting around and thinking, well, now that thing fell to the floor. I wonder why that happened. And then what if it fell faster if it did this? And what would make it fall faster? And then, just thinking about these sorts of things and then being able to prove them mathematically. I just love it. I eat it up. And I am by no means a mathematician, nor am I a brilliant mind when it comes to science, but I just am fascinated by the whole thing. What is something unusual that you know how to do? I can get the best deal on pretty much anything. I am not just a bargain hunter. I coupon, and when I say I coupon, I go every week and I get stuff for free every single week. In fact, I went today and I got a whole slew of things for 11 cents, which was basically the tax. And then I got money back when I did it. Yeah, I'm not an extreme couponer. I don't need 50 tubes of toothpaste, and I don't need, 100 boxes of cereal. But I keep my whole family supplied with cosmetics and food and cleaning supplies and that kind of thing because I can get it for free. I can get cheap airfare. I can get cheap hotels. I can get cheap places to stay whenever I go somewhere. I can get cheap gas. I can get cheap, everything. You pretty much, if you need to get a bargain on it and you ask me to do it for you, I can find you one. I'm just really good at that. Name something you've made in the past year and show us if you can. I made a jewelry organizer and it looks like this. I saw it on Pinterest and I thought I needed a place to kind of corral all my jewelry, and so this worked. It was easy to do and I ended up making 2 more of them for 2 friends of mine. What is your most recent personal project? My sewing room. I have a whole studio because when you have been doing it for as long as I have, you collect a lot of stuff. Sewing machines and sewing paraphernalia and tools and, things, all kinds of stuff. Fabric, patterns, yeah. So I've been trying to put that together. I kind of have to reassemble it every time I move, and I've lived where I live now for 3 years, but there hasn't been room to set it all up, and so I'm working on setting that up. I'm also an interior designer by trade, so I know how to do it, and so I'm kind of trying to plan it all out and do my thing with that, yeah. Tell us something that you think about often, maybe while staring out of a window. I redesign my house. I'm constantly redesigning my house. Constantly. I'm constantly thinking, I don't like that paint color. Okay, I need to change that. I need to put new doors there. What kind of doors would work there? I bet those sliding barn doors, how could I make that work? That needs a sliding barn door, and that needs a new color on the wall, and this flooring has got to go, and it's got to be replaced. I do all day long in my brain. And when I'm not designing my own house, I'm designing other people's houses, mostly in my own brain. Give us something that is your favorite, but make it something oddly specific, not like your favorite food, but like your favorite food when you've been studying for hours and you forgot to eat, or something like that. My favorite thing is clean sheets that I've just put on my bed. They've just come out of the dryer. I put them on my bed and I've taken a shower at night and I'm clean. My PJs are clean. My sheets are clean, and I get in and I just feel like, I love that. I know it's a really silly thing, but I love that when everything is so clean and it smells so good. It's my favorite. Lastly, say the first thing that pops into your head. I've got to get packed to get out of here and go somewhere tomorrow, so I gotta get that done. I don't think it'll be too hard, but yeah, this is the first thing that comes into my head. So that is the Anything But Books tag. I want to tag a few people at the end, so catch the end slides for that. I always like to sit down and look at people who haven't done the tag and look all that stuff up first before I just rattle off names. So look for that at the end, and yeah, it's a fun tag. I hope that even if I don't tag you specifically, please do it if you want to, and then tell them I tagged you. So yeah, that's it for now from me, and I will see you next time. Thanks for watching.